Hello and welcome to Business Today Television, right from Paris, France. We are at the India-France Business Summit, and joining me is Nicolas from BlaBlaCar. Thank you for speaking with us. First things first, bonjour. First things first, how do you see this opportunity of India-France collaboration in terms of your business in India?
Well, I think it's great just to meet lots of business leaders and also like the unique access you have to the government. I was very surprised how easy it was to describe our activity, to ask some very candid questions to the minister on how to, for example, in our case, how to better regulate carpooling, or in fact, how to define a proper regulation for carpooling, which today is non-existent.
But I hope you understand that with the automotive sector also booming in the country, especially in India, they're now looking at electric vehicle as the road towards greener automobile industry. So will BlaBlaCar be able to comply by those rules?
Yeah, I mean, in our case, we don't, we're not a player, I would say, in electrifying or not electrifying the cars. So if you think of the car, I think it's going to go through like 3 changes. One is going electric, which is the one you mentioned. One is probably becoming increasingly autonomous. So we talk about self-driving. And the third one, which we play in, is about sharing the car, right? So at some point, I think we'll all recognize in cities and even outside of cities, it does not make sense to drive an empty car with 3 empty seats, right? It's a waste of energy, it's a waste of money, it's a waste even of social interaction. So where we play is essentially sharing the car. Other players are playing in electrification or the technology in the car.
You've had an important meeting today, just to get into understanding the information that has been shared, and of course a bit into details. What is the kind of investment that you're targeting in India, and do you have a plan of action, and which cities would you like to look at?
So for us, we look nationwide, right? Because we are a service that connects people intercity. So we tend to launch the service nationwide. And right now, like given like the boom of activity that we've seen, we more than doubled between 21 and 22. We're going to double again, it seems, between 22 and 23. And today we do very modest investment in India. So it's time for us to accelerate with having like a bigger team on the ground, doing marketing investments also, just for people to know it exists, because many people have not even heard of BlaBlaCar in India. So it's still very, very small in that sense, even though, as I said, we have 4 million people actually using it in 2022, and it's probably going to grow to 7 or 8 million this year in 23.
That's great. 8 million in 2023. One last question in terms of your expansion plans that you've been talking to accelerate your presence in India. Have you kind of listed the regions that you're going to target? Delhi is the national capital. We have the financial capital, Mumbai.
Not yet, no. As I said, we tend to go nationwide, and then what we see, I mean, we very much people-powered as a service, right? Because we connect essentially car owners with passengers, and the beauty of it is people end up matching in different regions in India, and we observe that, and when we see a region pick up, for example, West Delhi, we have lots of activity, for example, between Mumbai and Pune, we have lots of activity, then we zoom in, and we start investing even more because we realize that there is probably a hole in the network and carpooling has a role to play. And then we engage also with local governments, essentially to see like how they can get involved and how they can essentially help us grow and help us get more people on the platform.
Okay, that's great. We're wishing you luck, Nicolas. Thank you for speaking with us on India Today.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.